there, my name's Logan Foley, and I'm the Vice President of Marketing here at EquipMe. I live in Green Lake, which is about 7 miles outside the heart of Seattle, right about here. And while I love nearly everything about living in the city, except for maybe the 9 months of rain, it can feel a tad suffocating from time to time. Let me show you what I mean. With Amazon's headquarters being in Seattle, more than 1,000 people are moving to the city every single week. In case you didn't know, Seattle is completely surrounded by water, and it's not getting any bigger. With this insane influx of people, building developers are trying to cram more and more people into the same amount of space. This has created a huge demand for tiny studio apartments. And I mean tiny. The average size of a studio apartment in Seattle is 478 square feet, which is about 3 times the size of an average parking space in the United States. To make the problem worse, Seattle now ranks number 1 in the percentage of people living with an unrelated adult. That's nearly 13% of the population now living with a roommate. My apartment, which I share with my boyfriend, is 618 square feet, which is a tad smaller than the average Seattle one-bedroom apartment, which clocks in at around 681 square feet. Now, while that's plenty of room to eat, sleep, and live, storage space is definitely limited. We have 3 closets absolutely packed to the brim with stuff. Clothes, shoes, cleaning supplies, family mementos, you name it, we have it, and we probably can't find it. While these closets have room for our essentials, there's no room for us to store large recreational equipment, like camping supplies or snowboards. They're simply too big. Being from Idaho, these activities are something that we really enjoy being a part of, and moving to Seattle and living in this apartment really limits our ability to do so. While people move to Seattle for a variety of reasons, Amazon, other employment opportunities, school, family obligations, Amazon, people also move to Seattle because it offers nearly the perfect balance of city life and nature. Seattle and its surrounding areas are absolutely filled with outdoor opportunities, including hiking, skiing, rock climbing, kayaking, and nearly anything else you can do outside. My apartment, and the apartment of many other Seattle millennials just like me, simply don't offer the space to store the large equipment that these activities typically require. The other barrier to partaking in these activities is the fact that I don't have a car. Taking public transportation for an hour or more with a huge amount of camping or skiing gear is not exactly my idea of a good time. From 2010 to 2015, Seattle had the biggest decline in the rate of car ownership for millennials among the 50 most populous U.S. cities. The bottom line is, storing and trekking this gear just isn't feasible for most young people living in urban settings. This is where EquipMe comes in. EquipMe is an outdoor rental service company that provides rentals for nearly every popular Northwest outdoor activity available. This includes both summer and winter activities, including major items like skis and snowboards, snowshoes, paddleboards, and fully packed and prepared camping sets that include everything you need to go backpacking or camping. EquipMe will set up shop in the most convenient locations possible, right where the activity will take place. Customers will have the ability to research and reserve their equipment online in advance, take public transportation or an Uber to their activity's location, pick up their equipment with just an ID, and go about their day. The Seattle metro area has a population of over 3.5 million people, and in Washington state, 72% of residents participate in at least one outdoor activity each year, which is higher than the national average. The Outdoor Industry Association has found that $26.2 million in annual consumer spending on outdoor tourism is contributing to Washington state's economy. Social values, including health, connecting with nature, and family values, continue to evolve and create an increased interest in outdoor recreation. EquipMe's target market consists of consumers that do not have the ability to purchase expensive outdoor equipment. These are people who rent their own home or apartment in urban settings with limited storage space. These customers are single between the ages of 16 and 35, with household incomes between $50,000 and $100,000. These consumers are young, working professionals who are focused on price and on ease of use. They care about what they're eating, how healthy they are, and they're focused on spending their discretionary income on memories and experiences rather than on things. A survey conducted by the EquipMe team in October 2017 found that the majority of respondents stated that they participated in 11 or more outdoor activities per year. This suggests that people in our demographic are already participating in these activities much more than the Seattle average, allowing for a large potential customer base. In this same survey, respondents stated that the two main benefits that would attract them to these rentals is a low cost and a convenient rental location. Our prices will be low enough to attract those who are dependent on price, while boasting locations that are convenient, visible, and easy to use. EquipMe's pricing strategy is multifaceted. Because we will be offering such a large array of products, we estimated the average price for each item based on supplier and competitive pricing. Because these items are being reused, our profit margins are fairly high across product lines, and they don't fall below 80%. The product's rental prices will range based on the quality of equipment chosen by the customer, as many options will be offered. Large winter sporting items will be priced both by the day of the week rented and by the hour, ranging from a $10 accessory rental to a weekend ski package at $60, which includes everything you need for a successful day on the mountain. Large summer equipment is similar, rented by the hour, with product prices varying based on the quality chosen. Camping equipment can be rented by the item or in a large camping package, renting for $60 for the basic package, which includes all of the essentials for one night of camping. While we would love to be the only player in the space, there are a few competitors in the Pacific Northwest we will be competing against. These competitors include site-specific rental locations like the Summit at Snoqualmie and Mount Baker Ski Resort, as well as large national chains like REI, who is based out of Seattle. When competing with on-site rental locations like Snoqualmie, high-quality products at moderate prices will give consumers higher-end equipment than on-site locations typically offer, with online rental capabilities to reserve equipment and acquire products quickly without the long lines that are typical in many on-site rental locations. For example, at Mount Baker, there is no option to reserve ahead of time, and equipment is rented on a first-come, first-served basis. At Snoqualmie and Stevens Pass, reservations are available just in the beginning of the season, but these typically sell out very fast as their stock is super limited. Large rental businesses, especially EquipMe's largest competitor, REI, offer quality equipment at prices that are attractive, but do not offer easy-to-access locations. All of REI's rentals are done in-store, usually in central, retail-friendly city centers like Seattle. This is a key deficiency in the market, one that EquipMe will fill. By offering conveniently located rental locations, EquipMe will allow city dwellers more access to the outdoor activities they are already interested in. EquipMe will combine the convenience of those smaller on-site physical locations with the ease of use and product array that a large national chain can offer. How will we achieve this? Well, a central strategy to EquipMe's business model is to store, maintain, and distribute rental equipment inventory from one central hub. This will reduce the footprint required at each satellite rental location and allow EquipMe to rebalance inventory across its satellite networks based on current demands at each site. Our inventory distribution model includes an initial 6 satellite locations. New inventory will flow into the central hub and be distributed to the satellite locations based on demand at each site. Inventory will also be rotated back to the central hub for seasonal changeover and for maintenance. EquipMe plans to lease a central warehouse facility, approximately 10,000 square feet. This facility will be located in Everett, Washington, and on a major road. It will include a maintenance area with tools and equipment for the servicing of inventory, a received shipping area, and a storage area. Our satellite locations will be an average of 1,500 square feet. These facilities will store smaller amounts of inventory, as well as service direct customers. Satellite locations have been chosen based on strong prospective winter and summer destinations in areas that are highly populated and show the potential for future growth in the outdoor activity industry. These locations are Madrona Park in Lake Washington, Idlewood Park in Lake Sammamish, Olympic National Park, Stevens Pass Ski Area, the Summit at Snoqualmie, and Mount Baker. A small fleet of vans and trucks for distribution of inventory across the network will be needed. This includes a large truck for transit between satellite locations and central, smaller vans for interstore transit and on-site customer assistance. EquipMe will utilize an automated inventory control system linked with our customer payment systems and online rental platforms. Easy Rentout, a cloud-based equipment rental software, will be used for ordering, inventory tracking, employee devices, POS systems, and the online pre-order system. This software will allow our web portal and website to be seamlessly integrated with our warehouse and satellite locations to reduce inventory control costs and errors. All supply orders, customer rentals, inventory transfers, and web services will be connected and integrated with Easy Rentout. Training for management will be needed to educate it on these new systems, and store employees will be trained to use handheld devices for incoming rentals and for assisting customers while on the sales floor. Off-site, the online rental store will allow customers to view real-time rental prices and availability. To make EquipMe a reality, we are seeking $875,000 in investment capital in return for 20% of the company. This investment will cover startup expenses, pre-startup working capital, and post-startup working capital. Startup expenses will include lease improvements, equipment, and the necessary vehicles to get it started. Pre-startup working capital includes wages, inventory, deposits, and marketing costs. Post-startup working capital is based on 3 months of payroll and 10% inventory replacement. Details of these costs are covered in the attached financial section of the business plan. We predict a positive cash flow without use of financed working capital by month 5 of operation. We are estimating a 96% return on assets in year 1 alone. Who exactly is your money going to? The management team at EquipMe is filled with a unique and capable group of professionals whose diverse experience allows for a complete and well-rounded executive team. Shauna Young is our Vice President of Sales and Partnerships. She has years of experience managing and leading large, complicated customer service teams in the hospitality industry. Next up is myself, Logan Foley, EquipMe's Vice President of Marketing. My experience in both local, national, direct-to-consumer, and B2B marketing will lend itself well to this business, which requires all 4. Kyle Kimball is the company's Vice President of Supply Chain and Logistics. He has extensive knowledge of logistics to help EquipMe run smoothly as a former fleet sales manager with the Kenworth Truck Company. Zachary Youngblood will serve as our Vice President of Financing, handling all budgeting and day-to-day financing needs. He has a wealth of experience in finance, particularly in cost allocation and revenue assurance. While the owners have extensive experience in finance, marketing, logistics, and customer service, additional expertise in outdoor ethics and rentals will be sought through potential investors and an advisory committee. The vision of this team is to become a well-known market leader in quality equipment rentals. There is currently no single rental company with a large market share, and EquipMe will position itself to leverage economies of scale to lead the rental industry across multiple sites. Our priorities in the first 5 years are to generate positive cash flow while building inventory, with total revenues of $1.8 million for 2019, $4.5 million in 2021, and over $5 million in 2023. Operationally, break-even will occur in 2019 with a goal of $430,000 net income during the first year of operation. Through heavy promotion and cooperative partnerships, we plan to grow market share steadily between 2019 and 2023, allowing the expansion into additional satellite locations. During year 1, EquipMe will focus on opening our central location along with initial summertime locations. Our goal is to open 3 satellite locations ready for summer business in spring, followed with the opening of 3 additional satellite locations ready for winter business. This will allow EquipMe to benefit from both summer and winter business in the first year, supporting our profitability goal for 2019. To reach these goals, EquipMe has specific milestones in 2019, including securing financing in January, signing leases and hiring required employees for hub and summertime satellite locations by March, purchasing summer inventory by April, and opening summertime locations by late April. Similar milestones will be reached for winter rentals, with new leases signed in June, additional employees hired by August, fulfilling inventory requirements by September, and opening winter satellite locations by November. The market is there and waiting, and the opportunity is there. We have the team and the plan. Now all we need is support from you. Let's make EquipMe a reality so even us city folk can enjoy the great outdoors whenever we want.